Someone had tried to paint the outside of this house and we've been asked to put it right. Now this looks like the work of our old friend Slap and Dash. He turns up with his tools in a carrier bag and he's gone before the paint's even dry. And you're left to sort out the mess and the stress that goes with it. But rather than try and cover up, so here's the whole job. The problems we found, the decisions we made, and how the project looked at the end of it all. And also one of the lessons everybody tends to learn eventually. I was told never to work in a mess, so the first thing we did was tidy these leaves away and make the back a lot cleaner to work in. However, it wasn't long until we come across our first surprise. Ryan here washed down the fascia and soffits, and that uncovered a load of paint splatter that we had to deal with later on in the job. That was our first surprise. If you've got decorators in, you'll find they all tend to put their tools in one place, and this is our little place on this job, under this sort of lovely outside kitchen area. Now, I have to make an admission here. When I first looked at the job, I made a bit of a boo-boo because I didn't take into account how far the house was from where we parked the van, which is not too bad if, like you can see Ryan, he's walking with a bag and a bottle of water. But if you want to take enough tools for a day's work, then walking backwards and forwards is quite a trek. So Ryan luckily came up with quite an ingenious solution, which I'll show you now. This was a brilliant idea, and it also gave us a different walk to work. Our first job today is to do these doors. I've got to take these door handles off because never paint a door with door furniture on. You get paint all over the handle and it looks awful. So today we're going to start taking the furniture off and start coating these doors up, which is a bit of a shame because they've been factory finished, they're nice and sprayed. But I'm going to change the colour, so let's start by getting these handles off. Door handles are off, and now we've got to give them a quick flick over. We love tools, and we bought this. These are Milwaukee cordless sanders, and they are really handy. I'm going to use this to give the doors a quick key, ready for the first coat of paint. I'm over here collecting the paint to go and put on the patio doors. Give them a quick dust off. We've been back with this summer weather. We've had a real sort of spell of hot weather. So luckily the customers let us start early, finish a little bit earlier, and we've just been working in the shade, working around the house, doing what we can just to sort of keep out of the sunshine. Materials we're using are actually working the best they can in the conditions. And yeah, we're sort of winning. We're not far away from getting this outside done. Anyway, standing and chatting is not getting this work done. So let's get back to the doors. And a quick update from yesterday. When I first came to meet the customer, he was struggling with this patio door. It wasn't locking. Anyway, got his builder back out and the builder fixed it. All working tickety-boo. Come to yesterday and we were working on this patio door. Come to lock up last night and we had exactly the same problem. The door would not lock. So overnight we've cable tied it all together to secure it, set the alarm, so it's all safe and secure. I've messaged the customer and we're just waiting for him to get back to us with the next step. Hopefully he'll get his builder out and we can sort out the problem. But in these circumstances, it's always best to be honest and move forward. The reason we've been starting this job early is because the sun over there, I'll show you in a minute, but the sun starts over there, and then by around 11 o'clock it's really bad on this patio. It's really hot, so we've been trying to start a bit earlier just to beat the sun. Okay, quick update on the door situation. Customer's been in touch. He is going to give the builder a call, so hopefully in the next few days we should get a phone call from the builder, or we should be here to sort these doors out, which will be great, and means we can carry on and get the painting finished. Fantastic news. Right, watch this space, let's see what happens. Quick update from yesterday. Spent most of the day just going around top coating the windows, the patio doors, and just anything really that needed another coat. So nothing to report, pretty much run of the mill stuff. However, the customer did message me later in the day and told me Bob would be there today, Bob the builder. So hopefully he can sort out this door that's actually sticking, and we can get that painted and get that section of the house finished. We are still trying. I don't know why we haven't got around to it yet. We're still trying to repair these thresholds. Hopefully we can do that today, which will be a nice job out of the way. We can then start treating that, prepping that, ready for decorating. And really, we're pretty much all the way. Oh, we've got the Juliet balconies to do. So we've got a little tower scaffold. We're going to use that to make it easier. It's always easier, those sort of things, if two of you do it. One can work one side, one can work the other. So hopefully we might start one of those or get those done today as well. It all depends on the weather. It's really nice and overcast today. First time in ages, it's been nice and cool in the morning, so hopefully that will stay like that for a bit of time, and we can get some actual work done and get a good day in. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get over to the job and go meet Bob the builder. Lay all your love on me. What have we done?
Because we had loads of moisture in it, because of the floors and the plastering. Oh, wait, you can get fag paper in it. We was able to put the doors together and close them.
I tried that as well.
That's how tight it is.
And it always happens when there's no one around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was just doing it.
We came in today with two jobs to do that are left over from yesterday, which was put a second coat on the front door and finish off coating up the sills to these big doors that had all rotten through, and we've put some repair care into. But then alongside that, we've got a lot of cleaning up to do, don't we?
From the previous painter, we've been calling him Slap and Dash because nothing has been covered, has it?
And yeah, and everything that hasn't been covered by a dust sheet got covered in paint.
Yeah.
So we've got windows, doors, handles, and downpipes to clean off. And when I say we, I mean me. But I quite enjoy that. I like the final part of the job, getting that little bit of polish on the end.
Yeah.
So how many you went around and counted windows and doors, didn't you?
We've got 29. Have we got 29?
Yeah, 29 windows and doors.
So I reckon we've probably got about, of those 29, I reckon 27 have been
coated with. I reckon it's all 29. In fact, I think it's 30 because there's those big doors in the kitchen that we didn't do anything to, but I reckon they've got a bit of paint on, so I'll give them a clean as well.
And it's such a shame because it's such a beautiful property that it just needs protection. Just put plastic over it. It's not hard to do.
There's lots of little things that they've done. Like there's one of these wall lights over here. They've unscrewed it and then lost the nut, so that is half dangling off of the wall, and now you've got to find one of those really specific black tipped nuts with the little nib on it. Yeah. And yeah, it's just carelessness, and that's sort of what we're about, isn't it? As a decorator, you have to be careful.
Yeah, and just take care and just think about the homeowner. But anyway, that's Ryan's job this morning, cleaning glass, and also around the front. He's painted the window.
Oh, I forgot about the fascia and soffit. So the soffits are quite close to the window, aren't they? Yeah. They're pretty much on it. Yeah. And not only has he managed to get paint on it, but he's put a full coat system on there. There is an undercoat and a top coat on there.
So he's done it properly, but he shouldn't have done it in the first place. So we've been asked by the homeowner to get that off as well. So, and also it wasn't that noticeable until we cleaned the fascia and soffits off.
Yeah, we went around and cleaned it all off.
But
well, what I'm hoping is that because they didn't clean the soffit, it means that there's actually a layer of dirt underneath the paint, and it'll come off quite easy.
Yeah. So that's what we've got to do this morning. So it's a lovely day.
it's the last day, so we better go on with it.
Yeah, good.
How many windows did you end up cleaning?
29, all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them had some sort of crap on them.
Yeah.
And door handles.
And door handles.
And everything. So what have we learned from today's episode?
Either be more careful or protect stuff. Or just clean it all anyway. Because one of the first lessons you taught me in decorating was that any paint that's left is always the last decorator and will be the last decorators.
Exactly.
So get used to cleaning.
So yeah, but we have finished on time. I think we have done a nice job, haven't we?
Yeah.
It looks smart. It looks done.
I don't ever do a not nice job.
We've repaired all the
not in my system.
All the repairing that needs repairing. We've repaired, and now we are
going home.
Going home.
Please, can we go home?
To the next time. See you later. Bye. Bye.
Oh yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Let's go.